What is the Teaching Self-Government Parenting app? I'm Nicholeen Peck, and I teach parenting and good communication, as well as how to build strong family bonds all over the world through the lens of the principle self-government. In this video, we're going to be talking a tiny bit about self-government, in case you don't already know what it is, and then we're going to be talking about the Teaching Self-Government app and what it can do for your parenting and your family. If you've been following Teaching Self-Government for a while, then you know that I have been talking about a Teaching Self-Government app for years. Literally, we have gone through 3 different versions of this app, and we've gone through 3 different developers, but finally, the app is prepared for you, and I'm so excited about that. Because this Teaching Self-Government app has actually turned into something I think even more useful, even better than I originally thought that it would be. And it's just going to keep getting better too, because we're not done yet. We're just beginning this Teaching Self-Government app journey. So if you are new to Teaching Self-Government, let me just tell you what self-government is. The definition of self-government is this: being able to determine the cause and effect of any given situation and possessing a knowledge of your own behaviors so that you can control them. So what that means is that a person has a plan for what type of a person they want to become. That they say to themselves, what is the best version of me like? What is possible for me? What's my potential? Who ought I to be? And then they make a plan for themselves to go in that direction, which means they need skills, they need methods, procedures, so that they don't become the wrong version of themselves, so that they stay on course. And then they analyze themselves again and again to see how they're doing at becoming that best version of themselves. This is a principle that is for all people. That's why it's a principle. That means it's for parents and it's for children too. Many parents that are feeling overwhelmed, getting angry, losing control, need self-government. Many children that are doing those same things need self-government too, and the whole family can learn self-government together, and the Teaching Self-Government Parenting app can help. So the vision for the Teaching Self-Government Parenting app is that the app is a place where people can get the latest from teaching self-government, and they can get help in those tricky situations where they're just needing to correct the children right in the moment. So how are you going to get continuing education? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but on this channel, new videos come out all the time. Literally almost every single day. There are so many videos that I make to try to help people learn more and more about teaching self-government. I also have the Teaching Self-Government podcast that I do with my daughter Paige, which is a big favorite for people. If you haven't listened to that yet, you can also find it at my website, teachingselfgovernment.com. But also I write articles for different periodicals and for the blog on my website. Those articles, as well as the podcast episodes and the videos, will all come up on the Teaching Self-Government app. So you'll be able to have in one place what's going on at Teaching Self-Government, but not only that. There are so many people who are part of the Teaching Self-Government support group. And if you don't know what the Teaching Self-Government support group is, please look at the video that is titled, "What is the Teaching Self-Government Support Group?" Because then you'll learn all about it. It is a favorite for most people. The Teaching Self-Government support group is a place where you get your questions answered. And on the Teaching Self-Government app, we are going to have direct access to the Teaching Self-Government support group, where you can submit questions, you can access the archives of all of the questions that I have answered since 2011, and you can find the access code for the weekly calls and things where I'm answering those questions, your questions and other people's questions that they're submitting. So you will be able to get connected to me right through the Teaching Self-Government app. But let's say you've already been going on this journey for a while and you just need a little bit of help with the day-to-day. Well, no problem. The first version of the Teaching Self-Government app is going to have something called the job jar. I'm very excited about this. So if you've been studying about teaching self-government and about consequences, that you know that I talk about natural consequences and artificial consequences, and how there is a power in using artificial consequences that is in the best interest of the child, because it decreases anxiety and emotional manipulation that could potentially occur from the parent. It decreases power struggle. So I advocate for chores or jobs as part of the negative consequence system for children. And there's a certain way that we set that up. I'm not going to go into all that detail here. There'll be more training videos for that will be available for free on the Teaching Self-Government app. So you can get more about chores and why chores and all of that there as well in that continuing training. But I talk about how my family had a job jar. When I was doing therapeutic treatment care for troubled teens and when I was raising my own children, and I would tell the children that sometimes they earned an extra chore, I might be thinking, what should I have them do? I don't know what to do right now. And so I had a jar where they would pick things out of a jar that they could do, and then another jar that we would put them in when they were done. Well, guess what? I have made a Teaching Self-Government job jar for you that can go on your phone. It can go with you anywhere. And these jobs have been categorized by the child's age, how long the job takes, whether the job could be used as family work, whether you could use it as a major maintenance. So if you're fully familiar with the Teaching Self-Government program, then you know sometimes a person might end up earning a major maintenance. I'm not going to go into why and how that happens right now, but just so you know, some of the jobs will be classified in the job jar as major maintenance. There are like 300 jobs that you could choose from in this job jar. Now that may sound overwhelming, but we make it super easy for you. So what you do in the Teaching Self-Government job jar section of the app is you type in your children. You type their names. You get to personalize it just for you. And then you list their age. Now, according to their age, there will be certain difficulty of chores or jobs that can be populated for that child. So once you have programmed each of your children in, then whenever you need a job out of the job jar for them, you just click the button that says Get Job. When you click Get Job, then multiple jobs will populate, and out to the side, they will list how long that job is going to take. That job could take 1 minute, or that job could take 30 minutes. You could decide right now what type of a job you think the child needs. Maybe they just need something really quick because they've already had a pretty good change of heart, you've had a good teaching interaction about it, and so maybe they just need a quick extra job. But sometimes the child might need a little longer extra job, or maybe they're an older child, so a longer extra job is more appropriate for them. It will show you the length of time out to the side. As soon as the child starts doing the job, you press a play button. When you press that little arrow, a play button, that means start. Now the timer is ticking. A timer will actually sound and your phone will buzz when that child is supposed to be done with that chore. Now you know with Teaching Self-Government that when a child does an extra chore or any type of a job, they're supposed to check back. So hopefully they check back to you before your timer buzzes. But if they don't, that gives you the opportunity to now go check in with them and to not forget. This is what parents have been wanting for so long. It's a tracker. It tracks what the children have earned, what they need to do, and you can even put their daily chores on there. We're going to have another feature coming a little bit later on where we'll be able to add even more things to what's going on with the child's development that day. It's going to be really exciting and help you improve your interactions with the child. But for now, you play that. When it buzzes, you go check in with the child if they haven't checked in with you already. After that chore has been completed, you can mark it as completed. Once all the chores are completed that you want to have sitting there as completed, you can delete them so you can clear the whole dock for that child. At the end of the day, if you want to look back on the day and say, what happened with my child that day? How many extra chores did they earn that day? You might be able to see a discrepancy where one child's getting corrected a lot more than another. Then you might be able to say to yourself, Does that mean that I'm focusing more of my attention on one child and not as much on another? Or does that just mean that this other child is working through a lot of things right now and I need to be more patient with them and maybe even load on a little bit more praise? So in the upcoming versions, there might be a way for you to improve your praise as well with each of your children. It's not going to be in this initial version, but just be patient. We'll get you all of those things in time. So you'll be able to analyze how you're doing with your parenting. If you are not correcting enough, if your children are not getting the opportunity to earn extra chores enough, then you're probably having your tolerances too high. And if you don't know what that means, then you might need to check out the TSG Parenting course or the book Parenting a House United to get more information there. We don't want our tolerances high, we want them low, and there are reasons for that. But it should help everything get calmer, better, and more unified in time. This app is something that I am giving for free. It is a gift for you and your family so that you can stay the course with teaching self-government. So that if you have a hard time remembering what you told someone to do and you get distracted yourself, it'll keep you on track. It'll keep you self-governed. I hope you'll share it with your friends. I hope that all of the people that you know will start using it, and you can all be talking about, how you are using this app to track things with the children. I really think it can help parents find that these parenting interactions don't have to be stressful. They're as easy as talking to the child and then clicking a little button and following through. We don't have to take things personally. So check out the Teaching Self-Government app in the App Store or the Play Store, whatever phone or device that you have. Find that. And if you want to find more out about the Teaching Self-Government app, you can also go to teachingselfgovernment.com.